This project is going to be a 5-color full discharge print. We're doing that with our WB99 mixing system, discharge base, and our WB99 pigments. Here we're going to be taking that same discharge base, putting pigments in, so we'll eliminate the underbase. So one of the biggest advantages to this type of printing is there's no underbase. Registration is much easier. You're printing like you're printing on light fabrics on a dark shirt. All wet on wet, no flashing. Run through the dryer, that's where the discharge process will happen. And what's going to be left are the pigments instead of that discharge base. So all nice bright colors with zero hand on the print.
We're using a 156 mesh screen and a water-resistant emulsion on the screens. For this project, we're using a new Fruit of the Loom garment-dyed t-shirt. We'll be using a 60-90-60 and a 70-90-70 triple durometer squeegee. Dryer time is 2 minutes at 320 degrees. It is imperative to allow enough dwell time for the inks to cure after the discharge process occurs. We begin mixing the inks for our project by first finding our formula from the online color mixing calculator on the Rutland website. First, select your base code. Next, enter your PMS color code, color name, or color description. Press Go and select from your results. Next, select your display units from the drop-down menu. Enter the quantity that you want to mix and then press the Calculate Mix button. Your mix will display for you to easily mix a perfect color. We're using our WBO255 discharge base and WB99 pigments. WBO255 discharge base is a very low viscosity ink which promotes good saturation into the fabric. These are highly concentrated pigments that need to be mixed with a base. Be sure to shake your pigments often because they do settle at the bottom. The squeeze bottle gives you better accuracy in measuring your formula. WBO258 lubricant keeps the ink wet on the press and from drying out in the screen.
We're also going to add 5% of the WB0257 penetrant. The penetrant is going to help the ink soak down and drive into the shirt for a good discharge.
Our WBO259 discharge agent is added last. This is a fine powder that mixes with the base and allows the inks to discharge. We recommend using 6% of the discharge agent for best results. When your mix is complete, test the color with a drawdown and cure it. Then check the PMS number. If you're satisfied with the colors, we're ready to move into production. You can see the difference of the ink here on the black fabric before and after the curing and discharge process has occurred. As we move into printing, remember that every color is mixed with the discharge base and printed directly to the garment with no underbase. We are using a 156 screen mesh for all screens, except the one halftone color that will use a 230 mesh.
The shirt with discharge printing, shirts are very important. You need to use 100% cotton. Generally reactive dyes work the best. You can also use, in this case, we use a garment dyed by Fruit of the Loom. It's one of the new garment dyed shirts that discharges very well.
With discharge inks, you want to penetrate at least 50% of the t-shirt fabric. For this project, we are using medium to heavy pressure with a 60-90-60 triple durometer squeegee. We're leaving a light flood on the screen. The print will be very subtle and transparent prior to discharging in the dryer. We're running wet-on-wet discharge printing, so there's no need for an underbase or flash, which gives you very high production speeds. Remember to spray the inks with water every few dozen prints to keep the inks moist if you're printing in a dry climate with low humidity. To recap our project, we used our WB99 mixing system, discharge base, and WB99 pigments. We eliminated the underbase on this project, which makes registration much easier. It's just like you're printing on a natural shirt, wet on wet, and no flashing. We used 156 mesh screens for all colors with a 230 mesh screen for the halftone with a water-resistant emulsion on all screens. We also used a 60-90-60 triple durometer squeegee. For the best discharge, use a t-shirt that is 100% cotton and discharge friendly, like the new Fruit of the Loom garment dyed t-shirt used in this project. Dryer time is 2 minutes at 320 degrees. It is imperative to allow enough dwell time for the inks to cure after the discharge process occurs. After curing, the WB colors will be bright and vibrant with zero hand on the print.